fundamentally, I don't like wars. Now,
does anybody?
well, I think some people always feel that military action is the answer. I think Tony Blair, who actually took us to more wars and more military action than any Prime Minister in our history in the time he was in, at one stage he started a new conflict for every year he was in power. And he and George Bush felt that military action was the way forward on everything. Okay? I don't believe that. I think that war is a failure of politicians. And for every politician who wants to start a war, let's just think about what would happen in Garforth. Okay? How would we react if we get caught in a conflict over something we have nothing to do with because politicians at tables decided that war was the best thing forward, and then a stray missile hits this school when all our children are in it? Okay? That's what happens in Iraq. That's what's happened. How would we react to it in Garforth if our children were killed in this school because politicians had had a war? Sorry, we didn't mean to hit it, it was a terrible mistake. You know, how does that make people feel? That's why when you talk about politicians have a huge responsibility to think about what happens to the general public. Why are we there? Who are we representing? What is the aim of why we're there? We're here to give voice to the 78,000 people in Elmet, which I'm hoping to represent, okay? If I give the go-ahead for military action, there better be a damn good reason behind it. And that reason needs to be for the benefit of the many over the few. But you cannot ever take these decisions lightly. And I think they've been taken too lightly in the past. And that's what worries me about the way the European Union's going. Is that if they don't put a brake on it, if they don't slow down, we're going to start to see conflicts rising. I think there's too many Eastern European countries who have been a bit let down during this economic crisis. And I'm thinking of countries like Estonia and Lithuania, where there's been rioting on the streets. Okay, where is this leading? That's the problem. And, you know, I'm not a pacifist. Okay, I actually joined the Royal Navy when I left university for a bit. It's a different story entirely, but I'm not a pacifist. But I equally think that there should be a far bigger break from going for military action in anything before we do. And that's why we need to start taking a good, strong look at where Europe is going. Now, people tell me that I'm scaremongering, and I'm just talking rubbish. But as I say, you only need to go back a decade to see what happens if you don't have proper control of the situation.